Hello, Commander.
If Frisky here, they mess up, they lose the clacker potentially and are stuck going green next round. But they've smoked off Breezeway here and have instantly blown that lockers. Snarms almost not able to push out. They're dealing a lot of good damage, but Snarms is taken out. Does trade a good amount of damage onto those attackers though. Chrome is almost 1 HP. And we see Zen.
Alrighty, well, now that we've got that all dealt with, we'll actually get into the... Oh wait, I just need to hit tab, right? How do I... There we go. There we go. Alrighty. Alrighty. There we go. Now we are actually casting and gaming. That's big Pog. Bit of technical difficulty. Apologize in advance to everybody. I was running into the issue of I didn't actually have anyone on my friends list from either team, so I was running into the reoccurring issue of, well, I couldn't join because you can't join off of other spectators. You can only join off of players, which is a double-edged sword because if you don't have any friends like I don't, then you struggle. Anyways, I believe we have POGfish on... Yeah, red is fishy, so red is POGfish, blue is Frisky. It's Frisky versus POGfish. POGfish in the red, Frisky in the blue. And I'll probably get that wrong, and then someone's going to at me about how it's actually incorrect. So, anyways, I'm seeing the production. Reset OBS Ninja link. Heckin' fuck. Hang on a second. Copy. Okay, hopefully that works. I'm watching Caster Boy, making sure it works. It's not working for him for some reason. Why does it keep dropping me out like this? That's kind of annoying. Got it. Okay, good. Good. I need to go into here so I can see my mouse inside that. There we go. Okay, we're finally doing our job. Bit of a work in progress, but we got it. Map is Dawn Abbott, as you can see in the bottom right. We've got shoutouts to Dad. I think he's on POGfish's team for adding us in, and now we are going once again. POGfish in red, Frisky in blue, tied up, which is actually kind of a big deal, especially when you've got yourself a promotion chance. Usually it's a little bit easier to go for the attack. Poggers in the chat. We are vibing. Everything seems to be working now. Pog. All right, I'm going to go ahead and delete this so people don't steal my memes. Delete. Good recovery, everyone. Thumbs up. All right, excellent. So, yes. Attackers looks like they're prepping up for, let's see, bomb is in the middle of docks, so office is obviously a key point with silos as the overhead. Server farm's a little bit awkward to try and cover, though. It's me when I see Ghost Cursor on stream. It's not there. What? It shouldn't. I moved to the side. Ree! Stop making me laugh. I'm muted. Alrighty, 1 second left before beep. We get into the round. Sorry, we're still casting. Production is just fun just because of the fact that it's an absolute... Sometimes it's an absolute trash can dumpster fire. Other times you get a really good crew And you got Satrums as the main production lead. You've got Tetrum, and I don't see the other name that was cast. I didn't get a chance to get the other casting, but you guys probably saw it. I'll probably add in the names in a bit. But blue team attackers are prepping for a storage power, which is actually going to be pretty powerful, especially since then they'll be able to go after the silos. All the defenders rotate. We have the auto shotty on Foom in office, which is kind of a big deal here, as we'll be able to much more efficiently. Oh, they're going straight for silos, which is great, but they're wall banging nothing essentially. Aisha with the Igmar, 2 long range boys. Look at this corner here. This is nuts. Ooh, flashbang goes out. Molotov is good though. Oh my god, that completely stops the attackers from moving in. I believe they got power, so it doesn't matter at this point whether or not they're going to be able to see. And nobody. Foom is sitting all the way in the back with the shotgun. Nothing of value is going to be had here. And what is going on with the pick? Oh, that's just the... Okay, I was looking at the double... Sorry, I'm still just making sure I do my job. Dad from POGfish falls over. Gun trades go out. Aisha falls over because Igmar isn't the best against that AP-25. Holy cow, Zen just, I think, picked up... Who killed Fishy? Fishy gets destroyed by Ender with the KRU-820, or the KR-820. Snars, last man back in silos in a 1v3 position. He's in an ugly spot and gets completely surrounded. Foom, last man alive with the auto shotty. Definitely not the position you want to be in this case, because now they have the AP-25. Ender's going to go hunting for the poor man, and now he's got to try and go for an auto shotty save, which is, by God, good luck trying to do that. He does pick up the AP-20 or the AP-25. Gonna try and play that range game, and he gets completely destroyed. Now, do they know that he has the auto shotty? They're gonna go shopping for it, which I appreciate. Always important. They're gonna go looking. Do they check? Raze doesn't see the auto shotty. Oh no, Doodle. Doodle doesn't. Oh, Doodle didn't find it. Okay, that's a big deal. I mean, they do lose the auto shotty, which is bad, but the defending team did not find it. However, there's like 3 Igmars, as a Saber, and an AP. Oh my God, the KR, an Igmar, and the Mop, excuse me, on the attacking side for this last round here for the attackers. That's a big deal. Frisky's going to be rolling in feeling friggin' good about themselves. POGfish going to have to make some magic happen on this last round if they want to go in, because the rounds are going to switch. 1 defense is good. Hang on, we're busy loading in. Dome, Kill House, Factory. Again, same thing as before. There we go. We are in it to win it. And we're on Python Quarterback. What the hell are these names? Anyways, Pit in the middle, or Bomb in the middle of Pit. Pretty clean area, all things considered. Obviously, the OBS is going to be the name of the game. We're going to want to make sure that players are able to push for the northeast and potentially just go for beach. Obviously, observation is going to be the name of the game, and I love to see, look at this from the defense team. This is always a great sign of a well-communicating and still in it to win it kind of team. Even when you're down... Oh, no, excuse me. We have the team switch. So now we have POGfish on the defense. And, yeah, we have one more game. Yeah, POGfish is still on the defense. So look at this. They're still communicating. They're thankfully up around, which is good. That helps. Now, Frisky, on the other hand, is still... There's a little bit of communication. I like to see all these notifications. That's the kind of stuff you like to see. My point really being that when we get into those later rounds and you can see that the teams are kind of getting mentally fatigued and you don't see nearly as much communication, that's when the rounds are really won. These rounds here is just kind of figuring out your opponents and understanding what they do and their kind of strats. You know, understanding when the dust settles, how are they going to play? This right here, look at all that utility. This is kind of showing to be a bit more of, I think, a beach push. And then they're going to take the wall charge and go straight for Pit and just try and force it from there, which frankly I really like. As long as they are able to control that green door and ob, well, actually they'll have safety over obs because they shouldn't be able to see them. We do have the okay, no, the Mop in Zen's hand now, so we will be having that. So he'll be able to cover the northeast door. Defense team, no, okay, yeah. Looks like Fishy and the rest of those guys are going to head on to beach. So it is going to be a full beach push. Not the end of the world, but actually, and this is important, Zen's going to be out of position. Once Pop goes out, defense team, they don't know. Look at this team. They don't know that it was a beach push. They heard the beach door. Zen's finally going to look over and start looking to see where they are. but the entire team has safely gone in. Smoke goes off. Zen's going to now know, okay, guys, it's a base push. Ender and Chrono finally going to be like turning around going, oh, okay, it's not actually going to be a, what? Okay, they're just kind of trying to get up on top. Good flash. Oh, I think Chrome actually avoided it. So look at this. He's stepping up. Another flash. Doesn't get it. No one realizes he's there. He goes big. He gets a good pick. He should see Snars. Oh, he doesn't get him, though. But that was good. That was a good trade, all things considered. Ender kind of just fell over and died. Doodler are going to be going for the rotate. I don't think Dad realized that he was there. Zen now in the position that you would expect the mob to be after the rotate. Reigns in a spot that flashbang kind of whiffed hard, and he gets completely swapped out. Reigns goes big for his position. Now it's all going to come to Zen and Doodler. Doodler on the rotate. Mop whiffs. Doodler got to go big. He gets the first one. He gets the second one. Big rotate from Doodler. Well done. That rotate, he went from jungle into the connector of base, into obs, and then he gets into pit. Dad did not realize that he was getting rotated on. There were gunshots, but he must have been like, where are these gunshots coming from? He didn't get touched at all, and that, I think, because ironically enough, because he missed Dad, I think it was actually better because Dad didn't realize he was getting attacked and just assumed that they were gunshots and allowed Doodler to get the rotate. Swapping sides now, as that was the third round. Oh no, we already swapped rounds. Excuse me. Oh, that's right. We had the loss on Dome. So yeah, now so it should be POGfish on defense, I believe. I don't know. I don't know these players that well. So anyways, because I know whenever one of them has like a fish in their name, that's usually how things go. So, all right, we're on Circus Prime. Great name. Breezeway, and an interesting location as it obviously splits the map in half here. A pretty good opportunity, actually. All things considered, I mean, Breezeway isn't easy to defend, but let's see. Auto Shotty is going to sit in lockers. I think that's the best location for it. Oh, look. Oh, they're going to spawn peek. I think they're trying to say, hey, be careful of the spawn peek, guys. Oh, yeah, look at those. Look at those, they're very mindful of the potential of a spawn peek here. And the casters are just absolutely chatting about this breezeway, which makes sense. I mean, this is a big deal. I like the idea with the Shoddy. I think the defenders aren't going to be sitting anyone, maybe one guy at most at club/brickhouse. Most of the time when we see this, we don't really see a whole lot of defending players really try and stay all that much in the second location. Usually you'll have like one guy sitting club just in case they try and rush office. You can have him just start getting picks all the way from the like western side of club and just go nuts. Casters are still probably talking about that connecting piece and how it's not super big deal, but it's still important. Excuse me. And here we go. Okay, yeah, so Reigns with the leg roast sitting on club. Pretty much what you would expect. Looks like the attacking team is prepping to try and go for a Southside Breeze push. We'll see what they decide to do here. And 1 falls out, 2 falls out, 3 falls out. Dad is sneaking towards the north, though, and we will keep tabs on that. So, yeah, it's a 4-stack towards the southern side. Great smoke. Oh, that was so smooth. I love it. I love it. Look at that. Completely keeps Zen out of the game here. They're going to stack for lockers and keep an eye on Ender from office. All right, Dad. Look at this. Dad's trying to find the guy in club. You can see based off his position, he's trying to wait for Reigns to come in. Auto Shotty makes his guest appearance, but he gets flashed and completely destroyed. That is it. Oh my God, that was so clean. Grenade did nothing, and I think might have done more damage than anything. But that was so clean. Attackers know exactly what's going on as they were looking for that guy in club. They now have the auto shotty. And here we go. Molotov goes pretty good. Those are good Molotovs. Fishy goes big. No, he doesn't go too big. He does get Zen. 2v3 now on the defender side. All right, Snarns is going to come on in. Ender trying to find Foom. Or Foom trying to find Ender. And they're going to go for the 3-peak push here. Ender's probably going to fall over. No, Snarns is going to go straight for Doodler. He does get him. And now it's a 1v3. And there's only so much you can do behind the bomb. No barbed wire points out one of the defending team. And yeah, that was a big deal. If Doodler had that barbed wire, he might have been able to stay alive just a little bit longer. Oh, they're going to hold off. They're going to probably go do some shopping, which always always appreciate. You never realize how important it is to have some shopping, or to do some shopping until you really realize it. Maybe you wanted to get the auto shotty. Nope. They actually going to stick with the AP25, the KR, and the other AP25. Fascinating. They're looking for something. They're clearly looking for something. They wouldn't have 99'd the bomb unless they could have just been memeing. Get the Legros, get the AP25. And there we go. Yeah, whatever they were looking for, I guess they weren't able to find it. Oh, they got the NAC 11. Interesting. All right, on to the next round. 3-2 going in here. Attacker's going to need to get at least 2 more rounds to try and get the advantage. Of course, this is out of 12 rounds, it's a best of 7, as it always is. I like the smiley face in Courtyard. Kind of makes it look like a face. Love to see it. Love to see it. Anyways. So, Frisky versus POGfish going quite quickly, all things considered. I'm assuming Fishy is on the POGfish team, and so that's how I'm kind of basing these rounds. They don't have, like, none of them have, so, like, in the NBC, you have the Moonboat Crew, which is the quote-unquote clan tag, and so it's like, it's in their name, but none of them have, like, POGfish or Frisky in their name, so I'm like, it's really difficult, because, like, I'm trying to make sure I get the names right, but I'm not figuring out who's the right name for the person. Anyways, Don Abbott, we're in factory here. Okay, so Fishy is on the attacking side, so I'm assuming they switch teams. So POGfish is in the blue, and Frisky is in the red. Anyways, yeah, shoutouts to Dad. Ooh, the drawing. I always love when players draw. It's like, it's just, in the middle of, like, they need to get these promotions won. What's the first thing that they think to do? Oh, let's just draw a smiley face. Ekazo no Frisbee? What? What? Oh! Sharns. Oh, you love to see it. Man's out here doodling. Man's out here got the profile pic doodling. Love it. See, this is how you can tell how a team is doing based off of the meme energy that you're getting, right? Like, look at that. Bruh. Just straight bruh in the gear up zone, man. Like, that's how you know a team is doing. They're down around, but they're still vibing. Bruh emoji. Oh, God. But, like, that's how you can tell a team's doing pretty good. Our defending team, Frisky, they're sweating. Look at the markers. They only have Molotov, flare here, barbed wire there, movement, be careful. But then on POGfish side, you got Sharms going hard, you got bruh emoji. Like, it's a different level of energies that you can see just based off the doodles, and I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, looks like we might have a split from 3-2 storage dock, I think. Because they want to play power, obviously. They're interested in it, but I think that they're going to try and go for dock based off of the arrow keys. Nope, it's going to be all storage. So there's the thing. Molotov goes out, buys Ryan some time, and no one on the attacking team has decided to go for a rotate, which is quite surprising. Bruh emoji, you love to see it. Do we have any... Okay, so we have the Black Tar on Dad... KRU, Fishy with the sabers. So there is at least one power weapon here for the attacking team. He's going to start looking for Reigns. He's trying to find anybody, but this defending team is just waiting for them to come in. They're going to have to flash or make some magic happen. Reigns goes big with the Igmar, catches Snarns. And Snarms. It's a weird name. Anyways, Aisha going to pull the entire team back. Zen is way back there with a mop, which is actually a pretty big deal here. They did get power, so power is now down, and the entire defensive team is completely backed off. Look at this. They have no idea. The attackers don't really know what to do. They're making moves in, but there's only a minute left, and you got to find 5 more people when you're down a man. That's rough, buddy. That's real rough. Okay, Flash doesn't really catch. They now know that there's at least one guy in silos, but Chrome Trigger finds Aisha from downtown. Finally trades out Fishy, picks up Chrome. But Zen's still on the mop. These guys are in such a great position. Grenade catches nothing. I mean, it might have been to try and catch the guy on the other side of the silo, which makes sense. Ender just backs up, though. And Fishy is forced to just scramble his way through the barbed wire. Foom trying to just figure out where these players are. But look at this. Zen is just peeking. 27 seconds left. These attackers are losing so much momentum here. Grenade. Nope. Flash does nothing. Fishy finds Ender, which is a good start. But Zen is still in office with the mop. Finds Fishy immediately. Foom's going to come in here. Going to go for the pick. Doesn't get him. Zen loses the power. Molotov goes out. He might be able to get it. No, he doesn't, because Doodler from all the way in the back in the connector of dock and server farm just picks him up. No sweat, no problem. And you got yourself a 4-2. Big deal. Big deal. Defenders picking up another round here on the switch. That's great for Frisky. That's a good start for them. And when you know it, here we go again. On to the next round. Frisky doing a great job. I mean, we don't have the color casters to talk about this, but Zen needed to get that second pick. The problem is, excuse me, because he did not have the range. I mean, frankly, it's you have one shot, and honestly, in that crunch, that's tough. That's really, really tough, because you just do not have the capabilities, really. You just don't have the space or the comfort to make the magic happen. So 4-2, no one's on match point just yet, but if our defensive team gets 2 more W's, they are going to be on match point, and that can get kind of spicy. That can get kind of spicy. POGfish, though, trying to go for the strategic play. They're gonna start storage from the looks of it. Not too keen on trying to go for power, which is, I mean, it's interesting. Sometimes you'll see teams sacrifice the wall breach or the wall charge so they can get the power and pretty much just go from there. Lots of lines, so I think they're talking about the crossfire and the potential of going into freezer or dropping storefront. But nothing too key here. You ever start something, like you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm not that hungry, but then you kind of start doing things and you're like, I could go for like a 12-course meal right about now. You know what I mean? That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm like, I know we just started casting and we got a best of 3 on call here. I could really go for some goldfish, though. Maybe a little bit of pineapple. Something healthy, something light, just something to like carry you over while you want to enjoy some video games, but like you don't want to whip out the microwave and start whipping up some ramen. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of big stuff. Anyways. So it looks like defenders are prepping it looks like the way that the defenders are prepped, they're kind of expecting a storefront push just based off of the Molotovs and the barbed wire. But our attacking team is actually going to potentially be coming from storage. And I don't know about freezer. I think it's going to be a storage push. I think it's going to be a storage stack push. We'll have to see. And 3, 2, 1, go. Kill them. All right, it's going to be 4 to the north. No, it is going to be a storefront. Okay, straight to storefront we go. Looks like we have some flashbangs. There is a grenade on call. It's only flashbangs and a grenade in terms of utility. Combat shotgun and AP-25, so not a very heavily invested push here from our attackers, which not the end of the world, but it does happen. And they do get in with little effort or little challenge. Snarms and Dad moving into storage, going to make their way through. Reigns with the Mac 11. Good Molotov completely pushes them out of storage. Going to slow them down incredibly. Oh, but Fishy finds Ender as they are pushing through Tellers. Reigns backs up immediately, begins to defend Tellers with Zen. And Dad and Snarms, he's going to peek it. Does he find them? No, he doesn't. Dad finds Reigns. Aisha finds Ender. And another great Molotov, but Fishy goes big. Ooh, the rotate from Chrono gets completely destroyed, and now it's all on Doodler. And this save round here from the defending team. Molotov goes burr. Foom gonna go try for the rotate. Oh, but Doodler goes big. Oh, that was so cool. Through the fire and flames goes Doodler. He does find Aisha at the end there, but Dad waiting for the rotate gets Doodler. Foom was prepping himself to go for an arcade split push or rotate, which I really do appreciate. That's the kind of commitment that you always have to have, that one guy that is ready to rotate. Even when things are going nuts, you got to be like, hey, Foom, I need you to start rotating from freezer to arcade. Just start working your way through there so we can kind of start corralling where not the defending team might be. So great job by our attackers on POGfish side. They did a great job. I mean, for all things considered, very low utility. They saved the grenade, which is a big deal. Only use flashes and AP-25s in terms of utility. So they're going to be coming in to this round 7 here with some power play, or round 8, excuse me, with quite a few power items still on the board. Unless we weren't paying attention and they burned all of them and they're actually going to be switching on this round, but it's whatever. Anyways, moving on to the next round, or next map, floor, position, stage. I don't know. You always notice how like every map always has like different like calls. It might be a stage, it might be a map. Okay, so they did switch. Cool and good. And we are on Dome, so we do have POGfish as attacking and Frisky on defense. I swear to God, we just had them on defense. It's almost like it doubles up or something like that. Crazy how it works like that, huh? All right, there's an option to hide it, or you can use WAS to move the map around. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. All right. So, we've got barbed wire, which makes sense. Ooh, okay, mop covering power. So unless, I think you're going to have our Frisky team covering, hang on a second. I am streaming DP to OBS Ninja. Whatever. All right. So, okay, there we go. Alrighty, so it looks like we're going to be pushing for a pit jungle combo. Interesting, because it looks like the defensive team is actually going to be pretty much prepped for this. They're going to have a mop waiting for it, which is going to definitely give them a pretty good power move. They do have the clacker prepped, and Zen on the mop, Ender on the Igmar, Reigns with the Gruber, and Chrono with the NAC 11. So AP-25, grenade, flash, smoke, and AP-25 with the clacker. So looks like our attacking team is really taking their sweet time getting out here. Zen's going to be prepped, opens up beach, and it was a bait. Aisha's not even interested. They do open up the connector between pit and jungle. Molotov immediately stops the attack, and it is a pure AP-25 engagement here. So our attacking team really out of utility. I think they kind of burned all of it in the first couple rounds here. I think that was the grenade use. Might have been. I don't know. Zen doesn't really catch anybody here. A lot of attackers just moseying through. Whiffs the first shot. Dad and Chrono. Dad wins the engagement. Fishy. Oh, but Zen with the pickup. Now they do know that where Zen is. Fishy's going to be safe, quote unquote, but Ender spots him. And it is a 4-on-4. Wall breach goes big. Oh my God, the wall breach catches Reigns because explosions are cool. And now they are down to a 3v4. Fishy trying to find Zen, I think. Dueler in a great defensive position. Foom gonna go for the rotate here. Here we go, the pick, and he gets him. And all that's left is Ender and Zen, but it's Allegros with a mop. Oh, the rotate. Zen does get in, but hang on, we only have 46. Fishy's gonna start the rotate. Oh, he catches Aisha with the quick scope. Oh, and he falls over. I don't know why he was going so hard. I'm surprised that the attackers took their sweet time in that engagement. Very surprised to say the least, but that was interesting. I mean, that was interesting. I don't know. There was a little bit of playing there that I was a little bit confused about because Zen with the mop was in the right spot. He didn't really catch anybody as he rotated. Uh-oh, here comes the counter drawings from Frisky. They're starting to feel themselves, and guess what? POGfish isn't. You notice that a lot of the meme drawings are suddenly starting to kind of dry out? You can see it, man. You can literally see the energy of the teams based on the drawings. It's amazing. So, let's break that down. That wall breach caught one, which was great. I don't think that they would have been nearly as safe of a position had they lost that. Again, it is 1st to 7 here as our teams are moving in, and we're going to burning linebacker. Jesus. Burning machines go burr, I guess. Bombs in club, not the end of the world. Say they could, honestly, reception/kitchen seems like a great way to at least get in. You can see our defensive team, known as Frisky, is prepping themselves to go for a lot of barbed wire. Jesus, that's a lot of barbed wire. I see violence, murdering demons. God, that's a lot of demons. Smoke into courtyard. I like that. That's a really cool move because that'll kind of protect them from having to deal with any of the spawn peaks. And it looks like our POGfish team still kind of sees that. Gearing up, a lot of barbed wires. There's a grenade. I love that. Look at that. Our attacking team immediately recognizes the potential of the double barbed wire. So they might be trying to push through kitchen then. Kitchen into club based off of that grenade, as I believe one of them's already been used from the attacking team. So kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. Anyways, 15 seconds until we have our gear up. Looks like the attacking team is definitely aware courtyard is going to be the name of the game. Our defensive boys are going to be very aware of the opportunities of trying to get some cheeky spawn peaks. I'm thinking it's going to be a 3-2 in reception favor, as in 3 reception, 2 kitchen, or vice versa. Either way, I don't think that we're going to see an office push. So the barbed wire on the right-hand side, while it's not the end of the world that's getting placed there, it will slow down any rotates on both the attackers and defender side. Foom really keen on that that position. Zen. Okay, so auto shotty and a lot of Igmars, a Legros, and a combat shotgun on the defense side. Or a standard shotgun, you know what I mean, sawed off. A lot of close range weapons here on the attacking side. Not the end of the world, but obviously it is kind of what you would expect here as we're getting in. Clickety-clack, the attackers are back as they are working their way for kitchen. Reigns is in a great position to catch them if they... Look at all that barbed wire. Jesus, that's a lot of barbed wire. Doesn't see anybody. No, does he hold off? I don't know if he sees anybody or not, but they're really taking their time on this engagement. Reigns is just holding it there. He's not... Oh, look at that auto shotty. Jesus, that auto shotty is spicy. Zen's in a good spot to... Well, he doesn't really have the right gun to rotate. Barbed wire doesn't catch anything, frankly. That was a huge waste, and this entire attacker's push is now just sunk. They know there's an auto shotty there. Woo! Okay, let's go! They catch Chrome for a free pick. No damage whatsoever. Auto shotty's now dead on the ground. Flashbang, flashbang. Jesus, Reigns is going to have a bad time. Catches Fishy for more or less free, and the engagements are coming, but the attackers are falling. Doodler falls over. Zen's the last man on the attacker side, but there's no way. He might as well just go for an Igmar save at this point. I mean, he doesn't need to because, I mean, it's... Yeah, you're not getting in there. Zen's going to pre-fire and just die. Oh, going to go shopping. Appreciate it. You always love to see it. Kind of curious as to why they're shopping. I believe we're switching teams here. And there we go. A 3-round back-to-back pickup by POGfish. That's a big deal. That's a big deal, man. That's fantastic to see, though. Surprised they're not trying to kill each other, because they should be switching sides, and usually this is the highlight where you start seeing all the double crosses and everything. Now, I wouldn't. I'm a good player. I don't kill my teammates when the rounds switch, but I'm just saying a lot of players tend to do it. If the Enforcer UAV can see you, it can shoot you. XD. Anyways, so yeah, that was a big deal. A 3-pick pickup, or a 3 attacker round pickup from POGfish. That's gonna put them at the advantage here as they go into their defensive rounds. Starting off here at CT Store or C Store. So same location as before. Of course, this is Fallen Pistol. Exactly. And I'm kind of curious to see what POGfish will do. So they're expecting a storefront push. Ender and the attackers are maybe going to be going for tellers based off of this movement. Oh, yeah, look at that. So it's going to be a shed storefront split with preferential push into tellers and storage. Interesting. We like to see that. That's an interesting. So they're not even going to try and go for Freezer Arcade, which is the name of the game. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, it's gonna be a storefront shed, giving them power. So they're gonna use their NVGs on the first round, which I mean makes sense. There's only 3 rounds left, so you might as well go all in on it. And besides, I think Dome for the next round, which really Dome, as you guys recall for the previous round, power wasn't exactly in the most easy and opportune location. So this is kind of the best location for them to use those NVGs, and it makes sense that they would. The caster is talking about how it's going to be a giant killing boogaloo on storefront, but that's kind of fine. So here we go, 15 seconds. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a split. Defenders are... Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what they spawn in with. There's a Molotov. Not many extra items here for our defensive team. Caster's probably talking about that little good corner spot that they can use. And let's see. KRU, shotgun, NAC, shotgun. Okay, so a lot of close range. So they're pretty much expecting to hold the eastern side. They're going to completely give up the western side of the map here for the attackers to push into, which isn't the end of the world, but obviously it kind of... You're allowing you're allowing the attackers to come in, which isn't the end of the world, but it does stop you from getting any good picks. B, that allows, there's a much easier opportunity for the attackers just to flash into an area. I mean, great example, that northeastern side. Look at that, 3 people in 1 room. That is a flashbang grenade bonanza, and you're gonna have a bad time. But here we go, Aisha and is in a good spot to go for the rotate. Foom stacking up. Maybe he's going to rotate. No, he's just going to wait for it. Grenade clears all the barbed wire. Defenders back off. Doodler's in a good spot. He's got his back to the attackers. Jesus, that is manly. Zen catches Aisha, who was prepping for the flashbang, and dies for nothing. Fishy is in a weird spot. Holy Jesus! Chrome saves Doodler, who then picks up Dad. What the heck? That was insane. That was so good. All right, Flash catches Foom, so he's pretty much done, and it's now all on Snarms, who just falls over and dies. And our defensive boys, who just went up 3 attack rounds, needs to get some games on the board now, because if they have the same thing happen to them, it could go into a tie, which, well, actually, that doesn't work out, because if the attackers go 3 rounds back-to-back as it just occurred, they're going to win. That puts it 6-5. Wait, no, I can't. What? Math is hard, dude. Math is hard. They at best need to get 1 round on the board to stay in this series, or it's going to go tied, and we could see an overtime, which would be cool. But they need to get on the board here. 8 seconds left until we hop in to Dome, Thunderdome, Kill Dome. We'll have that really interesting. Jungle Beach that we'll have to kind of I want to go back to that, because that was an interesting location, because like the defenders didn't per se have the worst location for it, but I don't know, I feel like because they got that free wall breach kill, it really helped the attackers get in. And then of course that rotate was nutty. Looks like we're gonna, yeah, they're gonna be doing more or less the exact same thing, which isn't the end of the world, but again, it does allow the defending team to have a bit of an advantage as to what the next move is. Doodler getting us some doodles. You love to see it. Is it a bunny? What is it? It's sus. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god, what is it? It's so cute, Doodler. It looks like a bunny. Anyways, so barbed wire, nothing too crazy. POGfish is sitting on, yeah, they're mindful of the potential mop, which is exactly what they should be. I mean, they identified jungle as being the key point that the mop was most likely going to sit on. Now, if they have their boys sitting in mostly pit, and then they just, I would love to see them bait beach. Just push beach and just try and catch the mop on jungle. And that's going to force all of the defenders to have to kind of rotate to a top-down engagement. And then all they got to do is just open up the wall, and they're pretty much in it to win it, you know? Snarms just kind of getting himself set up. So Flashbang, flashbang, grenade. Okay, I like the grenades location here because obviously there's going to be a lot of barbed wire that's probably going to be in that kind of connector between jungle and pit. Oh, we've got more doodles, and I want to see the doodles, but I can't actually look at them. No! I want just a quick look. Oh, they're just talking to each other. Anyways. Alright, 4 seconds. Our attackers have Igmar, Knack, Gruber. So, no. So, they're saving the mop for the last round. Interesting. Very interesting. They're saving the mop for the last round. Aisha has no desire to play on that power in jungle. And the entire attacking team is pretty much set up to go for this this pit play. So it's gonna be a conga line into pit. And that's gonna give the defenders basically the advantage here, unless they've got flashbangs, they've got the clacker still, and 1 smoke. So not really. They didn't bring the wall breacher with them, but look at how these defenders are stacked up. They're kind of in just a bunch. Flashbang goes in. Molotov, Jesus, Reigns catches Snarns instantly. Fishy goes to the reposition. Aisha catches the rotate. Reigns ready to touch the bomb. He's in a good spot. Wallbang goes out. Fishy catches Reigns. It's a big engagement. Dad now on the Igmar. Doodler catches Dad, though, and it's now a 2v3. Zen's ready, but he has the Saber versus an Igmar. Oh, God, but he gets him anyways. Doodler going to be going for the last one, and he catches him. Whew. Okay, key things. We had 2 separate rotates that could have been played out much bigger than they were. Chrome tried to go for the rotate into jungle, didn't get that. Aisha then tried to go for the rotate, but found Zen with the Saber and died to it. So they do guarantee a attack win for Frisky. And there you go. This is now do or die. We have to see POGfish win this last round, or it's going to go first map in Frisky's favor. Though by 1 map, literally 1 map, or one round floor, whatever you want to call it. That is basically splitting hairs. You could do the exact same round, and we will probably be doing it at least 1 more time, and it could go in the exact opposite direction. That is the level of skill that we are playing between these 2 teams. Crazy, man, crazy. All right, Kill House is going to be do or die for POGfish. They have to win this round if they want to keep it a tie. They lose this round, it goes to Frisky, and they'll be up 1 round. POGfish talking about that sweet line of sight. Oh, they're going to open the door, so that way whoever's watching through club can see all the way into reception. Ooh, that is spicy. I like it. I like it. Rain's talking about rotations, so it's going to be a 3-2 kitchen reception, but I think they're going to rotate into hall, which is interesting. No, they disagree with that decision, actually. Are they going to try and play through courtyard? Because you can see the casters are even talking about it. Yeah. Oh, so, yeah, they are. So they're gonna use the wall breach. Yeah, look at that. The casters are talking about it too. They're gonna use the wall breach to open up that little connecting area, go into courtyard, and then use the windows to try and get picks. Whew. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. And then, of course, that allows them to also conga line into hall if they want. Obviously, there's warnings of be careful of spawn peaks. I'd love to see spawn peaks. I mean, it's not what you're going to see in the professional level, but that's the kind of stuff that, that really gets people going. That gets the randoms, really riled up. All right, so here we go. Do or die. Frisky can potentially go up and take the first map. POGfish needs to tie this to at least, gridlock it and make it a best of, well, basically a best of 3 instead of a best of 5, technically. Conga line going to the west, as you would expect for the attackers here on Burning Linebacker. All of them are stacking up here for... Okay, so it's going to be a kitchen. defensive team completely giving up the west side. They're going to be defending northeast/east. Kitchen gets opened. Snarns is going to hear it. Legros goes off, and none of the attackers get in or get any damage received on it. They get the wall. It's open, but Snarns has line of sight, but he doesn't catch anyone for a kill. They're very low, but no one's dead. And if you're not dead, it doesn't matter. They can still fight back. Fishy with the auto shotty. Fishy with the shotty. Grenades go out. Oh, okay, so that Molotov actually still keeps the door closed. They do get the barbed wire. And Snarns finds Zen with the Legros. Oh, Chrono goes for the rotate, but finds Foom. Foom with the KR is going to completely decimate him. And we've got ourselves with a defensive advantage as we roll in here. Now, again, key thing, when things slow down, that gives the defenders the advantage because they're able to stack up and prep better. Foom starting to rotate. Look at that man. He's starting to go. Does Ender realize? He doesn't realize. Oh, no, he does. Okay, he hears them. They're going to see each other, but he doesn't care. The door's not open, so Ender's going to back off smartly. And Foom is ready for the rotate, but here we go. All of them are going to stack in. Auto shot, he's going to go big. No, it doesn't catch anything. 2 die on the rotate. Reigns is the only one left, and now it's going to come down to a 1v3. This could tie it up. POGfish just need to not be a bunch of dingishes. And look at this. Foom has perfect line of sight on the bomb. He is not going to rotate from his position because he knows all he has to do is hold his position for another 30, 20, 26, 25 more seconds, and they are going to tie up this map, which would be huge. After POGfish went up 3 rounds on the attackers, Frisky was not able to do the same. Reigns is trying to sneak it, but even if he touches the bomb, it doesn't matter. Foom is watching it. He's going to sneak in, and he gets it for the tie. Let's go. Returning to lobby, all tied up. Well done to POGfish for flipping the odds after defensive set 2. They were able to take it, man. Well done. Well done.
So that's going to be very, very interesting to see how this series progresses. Of course, starting off with a tie. Really, really interesting. We're going to probably go to a 5-minute break here and come back with game 2 of this now going to be 3-game series of these 2 very evenly matched teams. So we'll see you when we come back.
You guys are off.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Real quick, let's get this the cursor thing taken care of so that way I can go and grab snacks too, and then
yeah, so basically just create like a new scene collection in OBS, and then literally just have it be one scene with one thing in that scene, and that being a game capture.
Well, for some reason my mouse cursor doesn't want to work all of a sudden, and I think my OBS just crashed, which is super pog.
Poggies.
Especially because I was recording that first match, and that's annoying. I'm going to be really pissed because I just lost an hour of footage. Oh my god, I'm going to be so pissed, OBS, you absolute dingus.
Did you save it as an MKV or MP4?
MP4. Well, let me rephrase that. It was recording as an MP4. Oh, come on, OBS. Don't be like that.
Yeah, if you save it as an MKV,